I'm Catharine Aquino, coming from the Functional Genomics Center in Zurich. So we are a joint core facility of the ETH Zurich and the University of Zurich. And we are a multi-omics facility. So we have genomics, proteomics, metabolomics, and bioinformatics in one center. And take note that we were built in the year 2002. So it's very futuristic. So we know our multi-omics. And these are all the technologies that we have and we offer. So basically, we have everything. And so this is all because, we have 2,300 active users and 600 research groups. So it's quite a lot. So we do everything. We are subdivided into 4 subunits, which is NGS, long-read sequencing, single-cell, and spatial. And all, put together by our genome bioinformatics unit. And, we're all working in a core facility, so you all know the challenge that we have to be always state-of-the-art, but customizable, fast, flexible, reproducible, but of course, very cheap, right? So I always say that we are like a Mission Impossible force. So our mission is to offer end-to-end modular services for these state-of-the-art workflows. And we offer project coaching to experimental design and bioinformatics analysis, and all customized to the research question of the research groups that we are serving. So the Constellation or TruPath now is a real product. So Illumina is having a lot of these marketing talks, So I just want to walk you through based on our experience of what is fake and what is real. Are you ready? What is fake and what is real? So they have like 5 major claims, right? So they say that it works with varying sample quality, that the hands-on time is 10 minutes, and then it says they have a high accuracy short-read sequencing, and then they can do long-distance information and ultra-long phasing, and then that it can resolve variant detection and difficult-to-map regions. So let's go through if it's real or not. So I found the perfect user project, and it's from the Centrum of Cardiovascular and Genetic and Gene Diagnostic. So they actually were already benchmarking ONT and PacBio for their work. So they're trying to resolve different SVs using these 2 technologies, and they want to see which one works and which one not. And so the claim 1 is it works with varying sample quality. As you can see, there is the DIN is quite wide, I mean, this is aimed for PacBio, so they try to aim for, good sample quality. And then the fragment size is also quite wide. And I can already tell you, since I'm giving this talk, that it worked. So this is real. The 10 minutes hands-on time, I know you will only believe it if you see it, so I will let you see it. There you go. I have a timestamp. So we started at 11:49, just before lunch. And then high is already diluting the sample. And then now our sequencing expert technician is now putting the sample in this strip. And then now he's pipetting and putting it in the cartridge. And then another reagent putting it in the cartridge. There's one more reagent that he needs to put in the cartridge. And then, like now, at 12:08, it's a little bit more than 10 minutes, but you can imagine we're also doing photo shooting, sorry. And then they, with the initialization of the X. And then, so we are done by 12:19. So this is also real. Well, 15 minutes, not 10. But including the initialization of the instrument. The next claim is that they have high accuracy at short-read sequencing. And actually, the TruPath reads is identical to Illumina reads, because basically it's just Illumina reads. And the only difference is they actually have the address of the fragment of where they're sequencing. So that's the only difference. And that it requires this dragon for secondary analysis. And the Q values that we got is quite high. So then here, again, real. Fourth claim is that it unlocks the long-distance information and ultra-long phasing. So this is the estimated fragment length, 10 kb, 20 kb, 60 kb. This is the pink bars are the control samples. So you can see that the control samples are better. And at here, you can already see why these samples didn't work for ONT and PacBio. And then these are the phasing blocks. So this is the N50 and the L50. So you can say that this is also real. For the next slide, you will probably have to understand a little bit this co-location map. I will explain it a little bit, but you probably need to grab one of the Illumina people to explain it to you better. So on this axis is the chromosome position, and here is where they found it in the flow cell. So this is the how a deletion would look like, and an inversion, and so on. So for this region that we're trying to resolve, for example, here in chromosome 16, the software could find the deletion, and then if you could see here that this region here is less strong than this region, and then here there is like a signal which is very consistent with the deletion. TruPath could resolve this SV. And then the other SV, so instead of what is expected like 112 kb deletion, we only could find a 72 kb deletion, but somehow it's there. We could find it. So in this case, we could resolve these two SVs that was not resolved by PacBio and ONT. And in this case, we can also say that this is real. Okay? And then, so in summary, it does work with 300 nanogram input, short hands-on time, 15 minutes, called expected SV, and then it can resolve 2 kb fragments. So in summary, the TruPath works as promised.